Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick.
Hi.
We're here to bring you your weekly nerd news rundown, as well as your main topic for the week. This week's topic, we're going to do another versus. We're going to do Family Guy versus The Simpsons. Which is better, which is nostalgic, which holds up overall after a long-term viewing.
Canceled for a third time.
And which has never been canceled. Who knows? So we're going to start off with the rundown. So starting with some news here. What do you want to start with? Movie, game, TV?
We'll go game. Let's go game this week.
So just a little bit of like kind of wrapping up of like E3. They were still doing like interviews and stuff with some of the big developers. And this is just a little tidbit from an interview. It's from PlayStation's U.S. boss says in an interview that with a German outlet, Sean Layden says that he likes where the exclusive like PS Pro and stuff, but they won't follow the trend of like cell phones, that they won't keep doing integral consoles. And there will never be like PS4 Pro exclusive games. So there will be a PlayStation 5.
Yes. I like knowing that. Like, I didn't think they'd ever do a PS4 Pro exclusive game.
No.
That would have been.
That would have been really stupid. Yeah, really dumb.
Just like Xbox doing whatever exclusive games for their system. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Also, that he says that he doesn't like as the market has evolved over time. There's no longer the need for big like holiday releases. If your game is good, it will sell.
Yeah.
And he used Horizon as an example, which was released in February, and it was incredibly successful. And then he used also Arkham Knight as an example, which came out right after E3 was finished a few years ago, and it sold like gangbusters.
Yeah.
So as long as your game is good and there's hype behind it and people believe in it, you can sell a game anywhere without having to be stuck in that November, like October fame thing. Yeah, it does. And then, so there was a lot of people upset. They didn't feel like there was new games and stuff announced at E3. That it was all just like
updates on the ones that
exactly, and I agreed.
We talked about that.
So I guess we were wrong because there was 60% more of new IPs than there was last year, and 15 more games revealed than the year before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
what were they?
all the games that were revealed.
Well, yeah. Is there a list of some of them that were like?
No, you don't expect me to do research. Okay. No, there was one of the big things was like VR, PlayStation VR. Okay, so there was 5 new big like ER. So it was Moss, Bravo Team, Star Child, The Impatient, and Transference were all new big games, and Sony showed off 14 new games, and 5 of them were VR. So that's where it comes in.
I guess the VR is a new
thing.
I don't want to say platform, but playing style. So yeah. Market new games.
Yeah, and judging by VR numbers, which like I didn't report on it when they released the numbers, I don't believe, but they were doing fantastic. That's exceeded expectations, which is good because everyone thought it was going to be like the Vita, where Sony like put massive hype behind it. They put out big blockbuster games to start, and then let the thing die for 4 years, which with VR it doesn't seem to be, with now big games coming out for it. And then, of course, there's like the smaller like tie-ins like Batman VR.
Yeah,
and
the experience.
Yeah, the experiences, the 10, 15-minute experiences, which I'm like, I hate those. I'd rather have a full game. At least, and if the experience is a demo, then fine. But I want to play a full game in VR.
Yeah.
Like, that's why Resident Evil 7 was great, because you can play the entire thing in VR. Now, Fallout's going to be fully playable in VR.
You're going to play it in VR?
I'd have to buy a VR headset, which I think it's only on, I don't think it's PlayStation. I think it's on Oculus. Or, no, the Vive. It's on the HTC Vive. So you'd have to, like, buy that headset to do it. Whereas, like, PlayStation has Resident Evil 7 that you can play on it, plus all the games that they announced.
On their system.
On their system.
I'm getting confused.
Okay. So there's 3 main headsets.
Okay.
There's PlayStation VR, there's the HTC Vive, and there's the Oculus Rift.
Okay.
All done by separate companies.
Okay.
the
So
Oculus Rift being the highest one, the Vive being the middle tier, and the PlayStation being the lowest affordable tier.
okay. So if you have the PlayStation version, you buy Fallout. You can't play this game in VR.
No, because it's like right now, as far as we know, it's only playable on the mid tier one.
That's shit. So based on the tier you have, it allows the game that you can play.
Well, they might release like a patch to play Fallout in PlayStation on VR, but who knows if it can handle it.
That's fucking crappy.
Like I'm pretty sure Skyrim
based
is
on the-
fully playable on PlayStation in the thing.
Yeah, that's fucking shitty. Based on the type of headset you have, determines if you can play that game.
Well, if they optimize it for that, then obviously, like if they designed it to work that way, right now I don't know. They haven't said if it's coming to PlayStation Pro or PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
God, there's too many of these fucking names.
That's fucking.
They
weird,
need
though.
better
that
names.
Would be like.
Well, it's basically like console exclusive. Like right now, there is exclusive games on all 3 headsets.
Oh, I didn't realize it was set up like that.
Yeah,
So let's say you get Oculus,
yeah,
which is the high tier.
yeah.
Can you play the 2 lower tiers?
If the games are on it, yeah, it's just like a gaming
So it's
platform.
still not even having the best one. It wouldn't run the other 2.
If the game is available for that platform, it's just like the Xbox and PlayStation. If they have the
all
games,
separate platforms.
yeah,
That's fucking garbage. I didn't realize that.
yeah, they're all
that
separate
shit.
platforms. So if like
VR, if you're listening, go fuck yourself.
see, like there's some VR, like I want to play Star Trek Bridge Crew, which is basically like you all take a different character and play like thing. But I'm like, I don't know. I think that's only on the PC right now. You can't play it on the Pro. And I'm like, that sucks. I'm pretty much out. Plus, it's multiplayer, and I hate multiplayer.
Yeah.
So, but that's
fucking garbage.
yeah. So,
Oh.
I ripped in the VR a long time ago, but we'll see if it's a viable thing. I don't think it is. Continuing with our gaming news, we have the leaked, maybe alleged, I emphasize alleged DLC for Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy.
Trophy.
They based off Trophy, Exophase, a trophy service, PlayStation Network's trophy service. There's 2 leaked trophies titled Lost Treasure, The Crown Jewel, Seek and Destroy, and Ancient Antiquity. That's a hard word to say. Do Hard Time. Now, I guess a while ago, like the original PlayStation Crash had like a level that was done, but they never put it out. And as well as I think the Crash 2 had a level that was completely done.
But not released.
But not really. Yeah, because they were both too difficult to play. One is like a prison stage, and the like guy grabs at you as you walk through the level. And then the other one, I do not know because this is not loading the way I want it to. If this is our only minor hiccup, it'll be a great podcast. So, anyways, leaked footage.
Leaked trophies,
one is for climbing the elderly prisoner and getting there, and then the other one is for it's still not loading, so I don't care. But
Moving on.
So allegedly,
The game comes out next week, though.
yeah, we'll
super excited.
exactly. Yeah, I've already pre-ordered it. We will have Let's Play footage of that. It'll be up Friday morning. Yeah, I'm gonna say Friday morning because
Optimistic.
optimistic Friday morning. It unlocks
realistic Friday night.
No, I'm gonna try and get that out as soon as possible. And then we also have Nintendo Japan apologizing for the lack of Switches available, which is
How
just.
about they apologize for the lack of fucking NES special editions?
I hate to tell you, man, you're beating a dead horse on that one. The Nintendo has already come out and made a statement on that, and they were like, "This is a niche thing. We only put out so many. We hope you enjoyed it." And everyone,
Fuck you
and,
all.
and everyone, yeah, and
Fuck
everyone
you
collectively
all.
was like, "Why don't we get to play this?" And we're like, "Cause you didn't buy it for $400 off eBay." So yeah, they apologized.
Fuck the Switch, though.
Why fuck the Switch?
Fuck the Switch. I'd rather have the NES than the Switch. You
I
have the choice to get one of them. Which one you getting?
Switch,
Hands down, you sure?
hands down. Yeah,
Why?
I
Play
can.
fucking Zelda?
I
Play
can.
Zelda on the other one.
I can play the games that are all on the Mini on the Switch when they release the Virtual Console. So technically, the only thing I wanted was the little tiny mini.
I guess, but no, I want the mini.
Oh, I want the mini, but like you said, hands down, I gotta pick. I choose the Switch.
Nope.
You just don't like modern gaming, which I don't blame you. So yeah, they apologized for that, and then of course, a few weeks ago we reported that Modern Warfare, the game that they said would never be released by itself away from Infinite, is now getting released next week by itself. So all the leaks and rumors were apparently true, which, like, if this is what I hate, if something leaks, just fucking announce it.
Yeah, that's my big
like
thing.
why are they waiting?
Once it gets leaked and it's obviously true.
Yeah,
just be like, all right, tomorrow put out the press release.
I get that you have like a planned release for this
schedule and your shit that you want to stick to, but why drag it out for a few more weeks?
But here's the weird thing: it releases on the 27th.
Is that what's weird?
Yeah, but they haven't said anything, so they were just gonna silently drop this thing and hope no one noticed. Because there was a lot of pissed off people.
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
Yeah, there was a lot of pissed off people who were like, "Hey, we want to buy this game." They're like, "No, you will never release it by itself. You have to buy both games." Mm-hmm. And everyone was like, "Well, fuck you then."
Well, maybe the leak came out, or we'll do it this way. Maybe the rumor came out that it was coming out in the next couple of weeks. Maybe it wasn't true, and they saw the amount of people looking forward to it and said, "Fuck it, just put it out next week."
No, because you gotta like, there's like so many facets, right? You gotta print the game, you gotta get it out, you have to make sure, like, you have to advertise it.
But they didn't advertise it. They did not advertise it.
Yeah, because it's not just a digital game; it's going to stores.
Yeah, so
they have to make shelf space on like a whole shit ton of different stores and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like, it just seems weird that they try to stealth release this.
Maybe they just wanted to see how well it would do with no push. Like straight up, like, it comes out tomorrow.
Well, I think the original reason why they didn't release it by itself is because they knew everyone would just buy this instead of the new one.
That too.
And because I fully intended just to buy this instead of the new one, and now I can. So fuck you. Yeah. So fuck you.
Buying the new one.
Yeah. So fuck you, Activision. But why go back or initially and say it'll never ever be released if you had planned on releasing it at some point, anyways?
They just like to lie to you.
But like, that's stupid from a business standpoint to just piss off fans.
Because
you could have just been like, "Hey, this is our bundle. We hope you enjoy it." And when someone was like, "Oh, you're gonna release a standard thing," just say we don't have anything to say at this time. Not ever, because then you just burn bridges. That's it for gaming news. Just little stories trickling out here and there. Actually, no, I lied. I have one more. There's so everyone was wondering, there was another Star Wars game coming out in the next little bit, right? Not the
not Battlefront.
Not Battlefront. Viscera Games, the guys that do Dead Space, and being helmed by the former head writer of Naughty Dog, which, like, right there, great game, right? Mm-hmm. Leader of Naughty Dog, Dead Space guys. So Viscera Games, there is a Star Wars game being done by them, and nothing had come out at E3 because they were like, "Oh, we just want to show off." Was it Battlefront? I always get Battlefront, Battlefield confused sometimes. Yeah, so for Star Wars Battlefront, they wanted to show off that completely 100% without like being overshadowed by this game or the other one. So this one right now is going to take place sometime after A New Hope and right before Empire Strikes Back. So it's like dead set in the middle of those two. This story.
Between 1 and 2.
Between 1 and 2.
Or 4 and 5.
Or 4 and 5, depending on how you look at it. So, little story really leaked out that the main character of the story will be Dodger. Supposedly that's not his real name. He is a survivor of Alderaan that is wanted by the Empire. He's allegedly being played by Tom Sashwick, guy who was on 12 Monkeys as well as Supernatural. Mm-hmm. And he supposedly enters the story where he's working under Jabba the Hutt, and he discovers certain things about the Empire, which forces him to face his past and the destruction of his homeworld as he goes off to stop what would be another catastrophe. So I'm guessing he finds out that they are going to use the Death Star again.
Yeah.
And maybe go deal with that.
Those plans.
Yeah.
So it's like Rogue One 2.0.
basically. And then apparently he will be equipped with a light whip grapple stick, which is basically a magic lasso, the website says, as well as a blaster. He is supposedly able to fight in various combat ways. And this is from VG Leaks. So basically take everything I just said with a grain of salt. And it's under Project Ragtag is the game's supposedly internal name. Apparently, it's very complex and will practically be film quality in totality. And then there's a little screenshot here, and actually the game does look amazing. It looks like Mos Eisley, so it does look like the thing. Oh, and a story you will like. I'm just lying. There's lots of news stories here for gaming, apparently. So Skull and Bones, we covered that last week, right? In the pirate thing. We were pissed that there's no single player thing. Allegedly, there's one. There's going to be some sort of single player campaign where it will be woven into the multiplayer, but not necessarily a facet of multiplayer. So there will be, there will be a story where you don't have to do multiplayer, but they will have a set story within that universe.
Cool.
So it looks like
pick it up. That game looked really fucking good. I want to play it, but
it looks like it's gonna be a mash between DC Universe Online and Destiny, where like there is a story, it's just woven into it, but more so DC, where there is that story and you don't need someone to go with you to complete the main story.
Yeah, there is a story in DC.
Yeah,
but you don't have, and you're online to play it.
Exactly.
But it's not the online traditional like.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's
if it's what, like DC, I'll play it.
Yeah. And then just
like Call of Duty, I'm not playing it.
The last gaming story, I promise this time, because I'm going to skip this other one because it's not really a story, is Pokemon Go. And, yeah, it's not really a game story because mobile gaming isn't gaming. Players who now cheat will have a mark on them, so people will know they cheated.
And everything?
Yeah, and Pokemon that they catch using hacks. So let's say they're sitting in their living room here, and they go to New York.
Yeah.
The Pokemon will act a certain way, and if they try to transfer to get like the candies for it, they won't. But allegedly right now there's a bug in this where if you evolve the Pokemon, the mark goes away.
Oh.
So they haven't fully implemented the process right, but they are like, it looks like they're starting to go after people who cheat.
They're about 12 months behind.
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
Like, they should have knocked that out the first couple weeks when this thing was fucking huge.
Well, the thing is now they've revamped all the gyms.
Yeah, I saw that.
That big
update
update
in the gyms.
Well, they are though.
Not like it was a year ago.
It's still one of the top 10 active played games.
Not
and
like it was
selling.
A year ago.
No, obviously, but it's still in there.
Playing this game 12 months ago.
Well, yeah.
Now, like a quarter of it is playing.
It still makes a shit ton of money.
Still.
I'm just saying.
Like
people
it's
are still playing it.
The fad that it was.
No, definitely. Well, because it was a fad at the time, right? Yeah.
But that's when they should have cracked down on this shit. You don't crack down on it 12 years later.
Well, I think they're doing it for the people who are, like, the dedicated people who are tired of being screwed over in terms of, like, people cheating and getting better Pokemon in gyms and they can't do it for the active fan base.
I guess.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So I do have one story for TV, and it was the Titans. I don't think we did this last week. It was the Titans character breakdown.
We didn't do the breakdown, but we did the. I think it came out after.
Yeah, so they're not using their actual identities. They're going to be hidden in code names.
Yes.
And it is going to be Robin, Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy, which I'm like, so Beast Boy's not going to be green, I'm guessing.
Well, it could just be a guy that's CG.
Yeah.
They CG him. You know.
Well, no, from the way they do this, the way they have it listed is. So they have all code names.
Yeah, I did read this.
Yeah, Jack Crossland is Nightwing.
Yeah.
Sarah, I just thought that was really funny, is Starfire. Cassidy is Raven. And Jax is going to be Beast Boy. And then they have like a complete, you can tell who they are based off who they're trying to cast.
Yeah.
And it does seem like they get the characters, at least from this synopsis. The funny thing is, like, for Jax, it says male, mid-teens, open ethnicity, Asian preferred. It's just like, okay.
I read those, and it does tell you, like.
Yeah. But like, so Robin's listed, or Nightwing, whatever they're gonna call him in this, is listed as the series lead. So
Yeah.
it is focused on
You
him.
know what I thought would be cool? Superboy put him in the show, right?
Yeah,
Cast the guy, the kid that was in Man of Steel,
yeah, that'd be cool.
right?
So like, there is some age discrepancy too. So they are going with like the older guy leading the younger teens.
Mm-hmm.
So he's lid to mate, lit. Oh Jesus, I can't talk today. Late 20s, early 30s is what they're looking for, and then everyone else is set to mid-teens, except for Sapphire, who's 20,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing will equal their like romantic partnership or whatever. Interestingly enough, no Cyborg, which is weird because he's a Teen Titan.
No, he's a Justice League founder.
No, he's not. No,
yeah,
I don't believe in the 52 reboot of it.
He's
Cause
a core member of the Justice League.
no, that's what Martian Manhunter's for.
Nope.
Oh God, I hate that with a fucking passion. Just pisses me off. So that basically is it for TV news, unless you got something.
Oh, I got nothing for TV.
He's still sick, in case you didn't listen to last week's podcast. Okay, so we'll move on to some movie news. I want to start with this because it comes out this week. Transformers.
Okay.
Being ripped to shit.
Yes.
I don't know if it's rightfully so. I have not seen the movie. I don't like to rip into things unless I have seen it. Give it its due course. Like, I'm not just going to give something this shit because everyone else has.
Yeah.
So I guess it opened Wednesday with $15 million, which pales in comparison to Revenge of the Fallen, which...
No, 15 million, which was pales in comparison to both the 37 million made by Dark of the Moon and the 62 million made by Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, see, the article, which I have from the same website you do, did not load properly, so it doesn't. It basically
pointed at, because it opened early. It opened on Wednesday, so it didn't open today like a Friday. Like
which I don't understand because it's not a holiday, but it's not a holiday weekend.
No, it's not. But they like doing it because it cheats because it all adds to their weekend total.
But it won't help it because its weekend total is like
going to be 70 million.
Yeah, over 5 days, which
now,
is like,
so it's like fuck.
Yeah, which Age of Extinction did 100, and yeah, like it's
everything else
screwed.
did so much, not so much, but they each get like progressively worse. Age of Extinction wasn't as highly here in like North America as the others.
No, but it did fucking gangbusters overseas.
It did a lot overseas, so that's what they're hoping that Last Night does. That it does well over there, but
yeah,
we'll
to recover its $217 million spent on marketing cost, which is that just marketing? Because that's all it says. It says on marketing costs.
217 million was spent on the release before marketing costs. So the movie was 217 million.
Wow.
And then plus the marketing,
which probably was another $200 million.
Yeah,
based off like figures and fucking TV trailers, which there's like 900 of these things. Every time you like load something up, it's like, here's another TV shot. It's like by now you could probably piece together the movie with the TV shots, which is a topic for another day of things I'm just getting annoyed at of all the fucking press I have to see for movies. Like, why can't we just see 2 trailers?
I know. I like the idea of
like it's
limited number of
so
trailers.
fucking ridiculous. So and then they Saw 8. I just want to talk about this because it's ridiculous. The fact that we're at Saw 8.
Saw 8. I haven't seen any of them. I've never watched.
You've never seen any of the Saws?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch the first one. The first one's really, really good.
Never watched any of them.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch the first one at least. It's good. So it was previously gonna be Saw Legacy, and I guess they now changed it to Jigsaw.
That's what it's called now, Jigsaw?
Yeah, and it's been taking a break. It took a break for a really long time. It's supposed to be coming out October 27th, which would put it back to its Halloween releases.
Yeah.
And it's going to star Laura Vandervoot.
Okay.
Smallville, obviously.
Yeah, Supergirl.
And Hannah Henderson.
I don't know.
She's from Rain, which I don't even know what that is. So.
Oh, that was that show on the CW, Rain.
Okay, so basically they just put 2 CW people in a full-length movie and are going to release it.
Wow.
That's normally like TV movie shit they pull.
Yeah, that's a TV movie.
Yeah.
That's going in the theaters.
So it's from Lionsgate.
Hopefully it doesn't
It's the
cost so much.
8th Saw movie, and it's based off Tobin Bell, who played Jigsaw in the first ones. So we will see what happens in this movie. I skipped the last two, but I saw the first few. They were decent, but the first ones were really good.
Yeah.
I highly recommend watching the first Saw.
Never.
I just wanted to talk about that because I think it was crazy to release a movie with 2 CW stars 8 movies in. We got more weird ass, like, trying to figure out Venom, Carnage, if Venom
Oh, I got
is
that here,
in
too.
the movie. Yeah. There was a couple of stories here. Oh, that's the... So, they do confirm that Carnage is the Venom villain
Yeah, where am I looking at that? Right here.
from the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah, there's a huge write-up in there.
Yeah, I just have...
And it says that, where does it say? It says that,
there was a lot of detail in this
Yeah.
thing.
oh, right here. As for various spin-offs, Venom is the first one on the docket due out October 5th, 2018. It was confirmed that the one and only Cletus
Cassidy.
a.k.a. Carnage, will indeed be the villain of the piece. The film goes into production in the fall, so expect casting news soon.
So also here's the thing. It says the Hollywood Reporter also has reported, even though Tom Holland is only contractably, I'm not even trying, whatever, he's supposed to be in 2 and 3 for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's his contract. But the plan is still to bring him in the spin-offs with Venom
Yeah,
as
because,
well
like,
as the other
this
Marvel
is the thing,
movies.
is, like, there's the blurb up here where it says Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige says it really came down to me asking Amy in her office that I think the best thing for the character is Sony has the rights. That's not changing.
No.
Have Sony pay for the movie, distribute the movie, market the movie, but let us and my team make the movie and incorporate him into our universe.
Which is a good
So
idea.
It's but it just shows that, like, Sony owns Spider-Man. Sony can put Spider-Man, Tom Holland,
Yeah.
in any fucking movie they want.
Yeah. Which
So,
they
like,
need to.
And everyone's like, oh, well, that means Venom's in the MCU. It's like, yes, but through extension.
Yeah.
That
It's-
he's not directly tied into it.
It's like the
It's
TV
through
shows for
yes.
Marvel. They're there, they don't count.
Yeah. Exactly. Venom is there. He might swing past that fucking Avengers building now that's in New York, you know?
Yeah.
But that is the only tease you would see of the Avenger being in New York in
Yeah.
the Venom movie.
It's
is
like what they were going to do with,
Yeah.
I think, the Fantastic Four. They were going to put the Avengers building in it, but they didn't have time to, like,
Yes.
render it in or
Yeah.
whatever. So they are trying to obviously keep all these movies together, at least with Spider-Man.
Especially because they all take place in fucking New York. too.
Exactly.
But yeah, like, that's what it's. The outside characters are through extension only.
Yeah.
They're like friends of friends.
Exactly.
They
But
know him, but they're not friends with him.
you
But they know the
need
guy who knows the guy.
Tom Holland in these movies
Yeah,
to make fucking
Holland
sense.
Is the link.
You can't have Venom without Spider-Man, and you can't have Venom with Carnage. Like,
Yeah.
without all of it, you need it. And this movie better be R then, if you're fucking throwing Carnage in a movie. It won't
probably
be,
not.
but you
Yeah, I
need
don't
to.
think it will be.
He's a serial killer that takes over a symbiote, or
Yeah.
the symbiote takes over him, or whatever. Carnage is awesome, but they're gonna fucking nerf him, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, they've managed
looking
to-
Like, I don't know how even Venom's gonna work. Like, looking at the tone of Homecoming, which is some of the stuff that I'm not a big fan about,
Yeah.
is the idea that, like, how are these other movies gonna work?
Yeah, we'll see. They've kind of shifted tone for the Avengers a little bit towards darkish.
Yeah,
So they might be able to work that with Spider-Man and Venom into it as well, and not completely go DC dark, which was like, we're making Man of Steel dark, and we're like, why? Because Superman is
you
full
see
of
this?
hope. What is it?
I'm gonna tell you. Fantastic Four movie, the reboot.
Yeah, I mean, I ignored that because, like, just
We'll have a
give it
kid-friendly
up.
slant.
What?
What
You know
does
what?
it say?
Whatever. The Fantastic Four is meant to be, like, family friendly.
The new movie, according to the report, is that Fox is looking for a more fantastic kid-friendly slant, similar to that of The Incredibles. They specifically add that their source tell them that the new story will be told through the eyes of the children of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, Franklin and Valerie Richards.
Oh, that's cool. Because Frank. So what are they gonna do? Are they just gonna ignore the fact that he's a mutant? The kid?
No, it's Fox. They have mutants.
Oh, they have mutants. That's right.
Yeah.
Because their
Fox.
kid is one of the most powerful mutants ever.
Yeah, it's Fox. So
Yeah.
they have mutants.
Yeah,
They
he.
can fully address that.
Yeah, I forgot that they're in the same thing. Yeah, well, that'll be interesting. Yeah, because their kid, most powerful mutant of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. You know what? I'm okay with that. Now I think I groaned at the fact that they
It's
want to make it
completely
again.
different. They're trying to do something
But
different, which is like cool.
They are a family-friendly type of book,
Yeah.
anyways. Well, if they launch a book, which we might have some news on.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So before we jump into what I think will be the last,
I got a couple stories.
You got a couple more stories.
Okay.
I lied, but so I'm just gonna throw this out real quick. Jurassic Park
Yep.
officially got a title.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Fallen Kingdom.
Yep.
Kind of cool. I like it. The tagline is "Life finds a way."
Really awesome poster.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah. The poster was awesome. It will be out next year. 1 day ago on the
June.
22nd,
Yep.
June 22nd, 2018, which is awesome. Not far enough from the original reboot, and that everyone will want to see it because that movie did well, and it has Jeff Goldblum back, who is awesome.
Yeah.
I love his character in that movie, and I love Jeff Goldblum, so I'm excited for it. I'm very intrigued to see what a sequel does, because that movie was great, the reboot, as just like a standalone movie.
Yeah. Well.
And I'm very intrigued to see what they do for a sequel. Like, are they going back to that island? Are they going to a different island? Like,
yeah. How is this tying in? Like,
Yeah.
How many times can people be stupid to go to this fucking island? Well, now we're going on to 6. Yeah. 6 times. You still go back?
oh, I'm saying it's 5.
No. Is it? It's 3.
1, 2,
Okay,
3,
5,
4,
yeah.
5. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought we had already done.
No, because they did Jurassic
3,
Park, The Lost World,
yeah.
3, the reboot. It's not. I don't. Why are they calling it a reboot? It wasn't a reboot.
No, it's not. It's just.
It was just
It's
they
like
reopened
4.
the park.
Yeah, it's like 4.
Yeah, I want someone to explain how they cleaned up the island, because it's the same island from the first Jurassic Park.
Well, they just.
And they just went in there and nuked the place.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, basically, they scorched earth it.
I thought they mentioned it.
I don't know, they might have, but I was.
I watched it a few months ago. But
Yeah, I want to watch it again. Yeah, you just went through them all, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got for movies?
The Star Wars.
Oh, that was actually
Han Solo.
that was the
I
one
got a few
where.
other stuff.
Oh, okay.
So,
That was gonna be. I was gonna do that the last one
Okay,
for
yeah,
news
do
because it
that
was
last
kind of a big thing.
the. What else then do I have? That's comics.
I have the release date for coinciding with Comic-Con of Batman and Harley Quinn, the animated series.
Yep.
Or the animated movie, but kind of based in the animated series, on July 22nd. So it'll premiere that night at Comic-Con and then be released as well, much like they've done a few times. Also, we'll probably get the upcoming slate for animated films. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Did you watch that trailer yet?
No, I haven't watched it.
You know, just watch the movie when it comes out.
Interesting. They are continuing to cast people for Avatar. Did you see that?
No, why are they we
Anna
reported on this a
Onan-
few months ago.
Ona Chaplin. She was on Game of Thrones.
Okay. I say that like I knew who that is.
She was the Rob Stark's bride. The girl that he marries, you know? Obviously bride, but yeah. her.
That happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's been cast in Avatar 2. And
The long-awaited journey.
well, actually she's going to join Sigourney Weaver and Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana in all of them, the next 4 Avatar sequels. So she'll be busy.
I
When
am
those
going to
movies
make the
don't get come
prediction
out.
that we will be a bigger channel and they still won't have made an Avatar movie.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. these movies are not being made. Like,
Did you see these figures
for
for Justice League, Batman?
no.
Yeah, take a look at this thing. It's on comic.
Riveting podcast, guys.
Yeah. But like,
What are they? So who are they? Who did them?
SH figurants.
I've never.
I've never heard of.
I've never heard of them either. Like, I know Kyle and I know shit. Who's the really big one? It's
Yeah, SH figurants, action figures.
Oh my god, those look amazing.
What fucking incredible! Like,
I'll throw some shots up here of these figures,
that
guys.
one?
Yeah, I'll show up
fucking
this
good.
Batman shot. This is awesome. For those of you who watched last week's podcast, I figured out how to put pictures anywhere in the frame. So prepare for that.
okay, so moving on to the last story then.
Yeah, the last big movie. This broke earlier in the week. This is a big story. I'll let you do it because there's a lot of names and I suck at naming people.
Okay, so Phil Lord and Christopher Miller were hired to do Han Solo. They're the directors that did Batman, the Lego Movie and 21 Jump Street.
But also produced the Lego Batman
And also
movie.
produced the Lego Batman movie.
And a shit ton of other stuff.
Other movies. A lot of stuff. A lot of things that they've done. So they were actually going to, at one point, do the Flash movie.
Yeah.
As well. But they opted to leave that project and go and do Han Solo.
Which I don't blame them.
Which, yeah, like if you have the chance to do Star Wars, you do Star Wars.
Oh, definitely.
Right? Like, I get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But
The only thing that supersedes Star Wars is Batman.
yeah, exactly. So they started filming in February.
Yep.
They are, from what I've read, a month away from finishing filming. So they got 4 weeks left, and they were let go. Unfortunately, our vision. This came from the two directors, Lord and Miller. Unfortunately, our vision and process weren't aligned with our partners on this project. We normally aren't fans of the phrase creative differences, but for once, this cliche is true. We're really proud of the amazing and world-class work of our cast and crew. So they were let go earlier this week. I guess the news broke on the 20th of June. After that happened, it was rumored that
A shit ton of people were going to take over.
yeah, there were. I read a few names. I actually only read like 3 names. I can't remember where they were. I think I had them. I only read. Yeah, here they are: Ron Howard, Joe Johnston, and Kasdan, who is the writer. Lawrence Kasdan.
Yeah,
he's a screenwriter. He's written like all the Star Wars movies. He's like the main guy that everything has to kind of go through and funnel through him.
Yep.
We're all kept in mind to replace the other 2 guys. Eventually, Ron Howard was chosen, so it was released today, I believe, yesterday, the 22nd, that Ron Howard will be stepping on set and taking over the directing role. It says that, so I'm just going to summarize it. It seems that once they start getting the dailies from the production, they weren't happy with it. But it just became a bit of a waiting game to be like, okay, well, we're seeing the dailies. We want you to go back and change this. The Lord and Miller were like, no, we're not changing it. Okay, well, how about you go and film this scene? No, we're not. That's the same article. How about you go and film this scene? No, I'm not filming that. Like,
yeah, basically,
it came down to right here. It says, as principal photography continued for the movie, and it approached its end, it became clear that the filmmakers and producers did not share the same vision for the film. Reshoots were always possible. As a matter of fact, they are possible for all major films these days and were scheduled to go on in August. But as Lord and Miller dug in, refusing to compromise on what they saw best for the film, the partnership went from strained to fractured. If they wouldn't do the scenes as Lucasfilm and Kennedy wanted them to do now, why would they do them differently during reshoots?
Makes sense.
So they just let them go.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, from what we got here from Entertainment Weekly, it's too much comedy, deviation from the script, letting people ad-lib. Basically, it was gearing more towards a comedy than the space fantasy
Well,
opera.
I will say that the Han Solo film was a joke to begin with.
Oh
so-
yeah, no one like we don't need a fucking
You don't need a Han
backstory for
Solo.
goddamn Han Solo.
You don't need the
You know what
show.
makes Han Solo cool? Han fucking Solo. He's
Knowing
just
nothing.
awesome. You
Yeah.
don't need to know his goddamn backstory.
So it was a joke to begin with. So I understand like their prediction. They're like, okay, this is a joke film. Let's go in there and make some jokes.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, this is a serious film, and people want to see this. And I'm like, I don't think they do.
No, they don't. They don't give a fuck. I mean, this
But-
movie will still make money.
I
but-
was thinking about it today. Like, so last month we had the stuff with Snyder, right?
Mhm.
And Joss.
Yeah.
This month we had this.
Yeah.
And kind of Rogue did it too, actually. They didn't get rid of the guy, but they brought in that, or did they get rid of him and bring in the second guy to finish Rogue One?
No, I think they finished Rogue One. They just did some reshoots to change.
With a different director, though.
Was it a different director?
It was a different director that came on board. So
From,
I don't know if it was official. It wasn't as official as this.
from what I
was
understand
something
with
more
the
vague,
Rogue
isn't it?
One, they just needed to change something, but it wasn't like a big catastrophic thing.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they were done by someone else.
Well, I don't remember.
I
I remember
think
them doing it, and everyone was like fucking worried because
Yeah.
reshoots are always a sign of a bad thing normally. But
Normally they're not,
I
but yeah.
think this time they just wanted to change a few things based off
but
of
what I was
something.
getting to is like, I don't want this to become a thing now where in the middle of production you're just pulling fucking directors left and right.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
commit to what you
Well,
what
the-
you put your foot into, right?
I think as an example, the Whedon thing is
that one's different.
that's different just because of like what happened.
Yeah.
But like they pulled or he quit actually. What's his face? Edgar Wright off of Ant-Man.
yeah.
That was just because Marvel and Disney just want you to do what they tell them to do.
Yeah.
And at this
And
point,
they
it's
wanted
like,
they wanted to do a rewrite with different writers.
yeah. And at this point, like, who cares? Let them do what they want. They
Yeah.
obviously know what they're doing. But it just seems like maybe these guys weren't the right choice to direct this movie based on how they do movies.
Yeah.
They're more comedic driven
they allowed to have-
directors.
Somewhere I read, I couldn't find the article again, but somewhere
Yeah.
I read like they weren't happy like with the atmosphere on set.
Yeah.
Like I guess like it seemed like they said something about fraternizing.
Yeah,
They didn't
where
want it
like
to be too buddy-buddy and
Whedon
more
is known
open to ideas on the set and then just improvising that idea and be like, okay, let's run with it.
Yeah.
They wanted you to film the words that were on this fucking page and film what we tell
Exactly.
you and do what we tell you.
Whereas like Whedon is a great like he does comedy, but he's also a great character director. He knows characters well
Mm-hmm.
and knows how to like write them or direct them. And I just think maybe from the get-go they shouldn't have used this. And I'm just like Ron fucking Howard though to me seems like a very like top echelon like director.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck is he stepping down from his pedestal to fucking do
this?
the Han Solo movie? When I saw his name
It's
in
Star
the
Wars.
mix.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess you want your
got
name
a
on
chance
Star
to do
Wars,
Star
right?
Wars,
Yeah.
You do Star Wars, right?
But it's still like Ron Howard's like up there with like you think of like top like fancy ass directors, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're like your Coppola.
I'm sure he's getting a sweet fucking pay.
Oh yeah. To walk
walk in and finish
mid movie, like oh yeah.
Finish the movie and then do the reshoots and then finish. the
So
editing and all that
reshoots
stuff,
will
like-
begin on July 21st.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's not too much of a break because they still want to hit the release date.
Mm.
And I'm like, fuck it, just push it back. It's like, this can't be good for the movie.
But the reshoots are always scheduled. That's what I'm saying. The reshoots are always scheduled.
But these
to-
aren't scheduled reshoots, though.
They are.
This is like fixing a fuck.
No, they were scheduled 5-week reshoots.
There's no way you can fix whatever they think is wrong with this
well,
movie.
maybe not. But I'm saying that what I'm saying is they're just going to use the 5 weeks that was already pre-scheduled to meet the release. Like
This
it was
movie
already-
is going to look like Fantastic Four stick,
Yeah.
where there's two different movies competing to be one.
We'll see. Justice League is doing the same thing, and that comes out in November.
Well, I think Justice League was okay because they're just adding some like scenes to it.
Yeah.
Whereas like the core of the movie is already done.
Mhm.
To me, it seems like with this movie, they fucking hated every aspect of it and they just
I
want to
don't know
get
how
rid of
bad
it.
the first 3/4 of filming.
But that's what I'm saying was
Yeah.
this is bad. Like
like.
put,
What
like
you can salvage out of the first 3/4 of principal photography.
yeah.
That's a debatable.
It's
based on
the,
what
it's
they were liking
it's
and
like
not liking.
it's like the fucking Richard Donner Superman 2 thing.
Mhm.
There's like two drastically different cuts of that movie.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna happen with that.
Yeah,
It's
possible.
fucking it's gonna be bad. Oh, by the way, speaking of director's cuts and shit, there's a Spider-Man Legacy collection that came out
Mm-hmm.
on Blu-ray, and it has the first 3 original movies plus the 2 Amazings
Yeah.
and a director's cut of a Spider-Man 3, like a completely different cut
Oh,
of
yeah?
Spider-Man 3.
I saw the Legacy thing, but I didn't see the write-up of the
Yeah, I guess
director's cut
in
for
the
3.
the one there's a different cut of Spider-Man 3, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to get this Legacy
Mm-hmm.
collection because it has all of them on Blu-ray plus a different cut of the movie. And I guess they had recut at some point the original 2. I don't know if that's on this collection, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Plus watching a different cut of Spider-Man 3. I mean, you can't fix that movie because it's complete and utter garbage to begin with. The only thing you could salvage that movie is like the intro, and then the movie's over.
The intro and then the end credits. You just run
No,
the
even
credits
then,
right
I think
there.
the intro sucks. I'm just trying to. God, it's a
I
fire.
don't remember. I haven't watched the movie in years.
Yeah, because it's a piece of shit. I think that was it for movies, unless you got something.
No, quick thing on comics.
Yeah, we have a couple quick things on comics, and then shall move on. So, spoilers, obviously. This isn't so much a spoiler, but I'll just throw in that spoiler warning up. They've teased the return of the Fantastic Four, but with 2.
Yeah, the Fantastic Two.
It right now it seems like it'll be the Human Torch and the Thing. The picture has the Thing in the trunks with a 2 on it in resemblance of the Fantastic Four logo, but with a 2.
Yeah.
So it does seem like Marvel is trying to bring back the first family of the Fantastic Four, which everyone was like, oh, the movie was terrible, that's why they're killing off the Fantastic Four, blah, blah, blah. No, the book just sucked, and no one was buying it. It was their least sold book, as far as I remember. So they were like, we'll let this book rest for a while, and then we'll try to bring it back, which also ties into their big announcement of all their legacy titles, which they finally unveiled today, and there is a massive list. I'm not going to read it because it's really long, but basically every character you expect has a book, and then some. There's a mix of old and new, and continuity-wise, I'm not sure how they're going to work this, but the reason it's legacy is because they're bringing back all the characters that they got rid of or changed in some way. I don't know, maybe they changed them into a female or a Nazi, that type of thing. So every character will go back, and I believe they're going back to their legacy. They're also going back to their legacy numbers as well, much like DC did with Detective and I almost said Activision, Action Comics. They're going back to their original numbering, so they'll go back to the higher ups as opposed to the 85 relaunches that they did in the last 5 years. So we'll have normal Captain America, but as well, we'll also have Sam Wilson's Captain America. We'll have Wolverine back, as well as Old Man Logan and his kid, Draken, and then as well as X-23 Laura. And then also, so any character, like Iron Man will be back as Iron Man, but they will also have Ironheart.
Yes.
Yes. We had to look that up because I couldn't remember her name. I thought it was Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
But so basically just along the same routes, like every character you think that has a normal legacy character will also be back. So it's appeasing old fans as well as new fans who like the new characters and doing what they should have done from the get-go and having all your characters interacting with new characters and not just killing off or maiming the old ones to make new ones, which I'm happy for.
Yes.
Because I like having the characters I know, plus maybe some new different iterations of them, like having your Miles Morales, your Peter Parker, your Ben Reilly, and Spider-Gwen and all that shit. So, but they did the cool thing where did you see these? The way the title shifts back and forth to honor the old school. So they have the old covers, and then it pays homage to flipping to the new team or whatever, but done in the same kind of art style and same graphic as the original covers.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, so they
It
did
seems
like
cool.
they did a bunch of like old school covers, and then the new covers just have the team in the same kind of position, but the new teams, and they're not all tied to the same thing. So like, you know that Spider-Man cover with Punisher on the front,
Yeah.
and he's shooting him. Now it's changed to like it was Deadpool and Spider-Man,
Okay.
and then they have this is interesting. It was Punisher. It was a flash of War Machine, and then it flipped, and it was the Punisher. And on the front of the War Machine, it says War Machine, the Punisher, and then it has his logo on War Machine. So it maybe looks like he's picking up the mantle of thing
Punisher.
because Rhodey died during Secret War. And then this story is a little confusing, but they finally revealed Ultimate Thor. So as we know, Thor has been, Odin's son,
Yeah. No.
not Thor, Odin's son,
Yeah.
has been looking for the ultimate hammer left over from the Ultimate universe. So a bunch of stuff happened in the book with characters' names I cannot pronounce, nor do I know who the hell they are. So Volstagg? Volstagg?
Volstagg.
I believe, is that one of the three? The Warriors 3?
It kind of looks like him, the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because he's the war.
Yeah, he is now
War Thor.
War Thor, which, like,
Okay.
why are they throwing war, like, war in front of shit? Like, the War Doctor.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you just want to name something different, but you don't want to, like, lose your ability to name shit. So it seems like now now there's
He
three
has the
Thors. There's Thor Odin's son, there's Thoretta, and War Thor. So he now has the ultimate hammer. Which I'm like, I was so excited that Thor was going to get a hammer,
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get the ultimate,
but it doesn't matter because in the Legacy thing, he has his hammer
And
back.
Does this count, or is this like,
I don't know.
or is that like something separate?
I
Like,
have
we're just gonna
n-
print these legacy books and it doesn't count to the actual.
It counts in
story we're doing?
continuity, so I have no idea
So
what the
someone's
hell.
gonna get.
They're just going to make another hammer,
Yeah.
basically, like they did with back in the day with Beta Ray Bill picked up Mjolnir, right? And
Yeah.
then he got Stormbreaker. So they'll probably just make another hammer for Thor, or he'll get his hammer back, and then they'll give Thoretta
A different one.
Yeah, comics are boring. But so yeah, we know now who War Thor is, and boy was I disappointed because I do not give a shit. I was hoping it was Thor, or some big thing like Jane Foster was female Thor. And then there was in the newest issue of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man #1, Peter Parker. His sister showed up.
He has a sister.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said too. I guess in a graphic novel, they introduced his sister. And it was a 2014 graphic novel called Family Business. And they showed that Peter Parker was a brother to Teresa, and that she followed in the footsteps of her parents and his parents and was a spy. And then she got brainwashed and then disappeared. And then they brought her back in this, and she acknowledges the fact that she's Peter's sister. So it looks like Peter Parker may have a sister.
Pretty sure he's an only kid.
And I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Who cares? But so that was just a big reveal from thing. And there is nothing to report on the update of should make a graphic called the Secret. No one. What is it? What is the name of this thing that's going on right now? Oh, the Hydra thing. What the hell is the name of it? I can't even remember. Cap's Hydra stuff.
I don't know. Was there a storyline for, like, a title for it?
I don't know. We should just have like a header that comes across the screen saying like news update for it. I killed the joke because I couldn't remember the name of the characters. Is that all for the? Oh, and then that's all I got for comic book. You got anything for it?
No, I got nothing else for.
Okay, so then there was this story I want to talk about, and just because it's completely stupid and asinine, it is a story from the Huffington Post. And this is what superheroes would look like with realistic bodies. And you're like, okay, I understand, big ass superheroes, like they're going to tone them down and make them look different and make them look kind of like athletes type of thing, right? Nope, they made them all fat.
It's pretty funny when
Like,
you look at it.
it is the stupidest like article. So, we'll start off with Superman. So right here, you can see this. They have the rebirth cover of Action, and you can see muscular Superman, and then beside him is me in a Superman costume. Like, they just made him like he's got a beer gut and like thick ass thighs, and his arms are bigger, and he's got me Superman, and it's like, okay, did they forget like Henry Cavill existed?
Yeah,
or
like,
any guy who played Superman?
Yeah,
like this is just so stupid. So that looks retarded.
it is weird. Like,
Yeah.
Gamora looks like she's like 4 months pregnant.
Yeah, then they have Gamora, and yeah, she's just pregnant because they forgot athletes existed. So then we got Aquaman. He doesn't look too
It
bad,
doesn't look too bad.
but he's got beer gut. And it's
Yeah.
like, why are all these characters have beer gut?
Yeah, they all have.
And now that I'm looking at it, why didn't they fix Mira too in the
Yeah, in
background?
the background, I thought the same thing. Like,
She
they
can
didn't-
look realistic.
they
She
didn't-
yeah.
they didn't
She can be
affect her.
skinny, but Aquaman's got to be fat.
My favorite one is Black Panther.
My favorite is Harley Quinn because it's Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, but they just made Margot Robbie fatter.
Yeah, they.
I was like, what was the point of that? Yeah, and then Black Panther,
Black
you can
Panther's
see
the
right
best
here.
one. You gotta put that one up there. So
I'm putting them all in one. I'm just pointing them as we go.
Fucking Black Panther's the best one.
So he looks like
The cover for fucking Black Widow, both look fucking dumb.
yeah, so just back to Black Panther. He looks like Big E if he put on Black Panther's outfit.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. You can see it right here. It's so dumb. Yeah, like Black Widow.
Black Widow both look stupid.
Her
Both
wrists are
dumb.
first of all doing like really
Have this
dumb,
weird-
disproportionate
it's
like
just a
this.
Really fucking
But then
shitty cover
when
both
they
ways.
made her fatter, her wrist disappears. Like she
Yeah.
just has a hand. And then I guess Scarlet Witch isn't too bad.
Scarlet Witch looks like the best one. When
Yeah.
you're comparing what they're doing.
And then you see like Miss Marvel, they just made them fatter, and it's like, what the hell? Like Spider-Man jumping is like he's just like there's no way he could support his weight.
Yeah, look at Spider-Man.
he would land and crush his ankle. And then the stupidest one of all, Cyborg.
He's a fucking robot.
He's a goddamn
Why
robot.
would he be big?
How is he fatter?
There's no man underneath there except literally a human head.
There's like
then
bits and
machine.
pieces of bone and shit, but like
Yeah.
it's all machine.
Yeah.
Just take some
It's
components
because
out.
The people at Huffington Post don't know that.
It's because
They
they're
think he's wearing a costume.
idiots. It's like they're fucking idiot. Do they not realize like half of these characters, one, have been training for years, and two, have actual people playing like them in movies
And
who
look
are
like
attractive,
that.
fit people.
Yeah, who achieve the fitness that is expected of them.
And it's like, have you seen an athlete? Because athletes look like this, and they're like
but they
super
do say,
fit.
what would they look like with realistic bodies? So I think what they're saying is like, what would it look like if you wore the Superman suit?
But that's stupid because like obviously Superman, if he's Superman, is going to train to be in shape to fight crime.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If I'm Superman, I'm going to try to stay fit to fight crime.
Yeah. You're
Like-
not gonna eat McDonald's and pig out on the couch.
But if I did, I would still go work out because
Yeah.
I'm fucking Superman, and it wouldn't matter. Like, notice you don't see the Flash on here.
Because he'd be running too fast.
Exactly. This is the stupidest thing on the planet. Like
You don't see
Spider-Man's
Batman
web.
on here either, because he's a man.
Yeah.
He looks like that.
Like, so like Spider-Man's web would break under his weight. He can't do what a spider can because he's too fat.
His belly looks so weird too.
Like, this is just this stupid article. It's basically a clickbait article, and just bad. It's just bad clickbait, and I just wanted to talk about it because it's stupid. And I believe that is all for the news, unless you got something.
No, I'm done.
So that was the rundown for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. We are